What's up, nail geeks? I am kicking off this super packed full hosting day with Scofflaw Varnish's Summer 19 collection. This is releasing this Friday, June 28th at 7 p.m. Central, and this is a hilarious named collection. I promise I won't completely laugh at some of these names. They're so clever, and a lovely mix overall. First up is Zero Fox Given. This is described as a dark gray base with pink, red, and orange flakes, shreds, and shimmer. So I would consider this one a crelly, especially upon application. It builds up very quick on the nail, easy opacity overall. For opacity in general, I'm going to suggest going in with 2 coats. This one has very nice self-leveling overall. I will note that it does dry down a little bit on the matte side, so I would recommend a glossy top coat to really get this one to pop. I would agree this one has a dark gray base to it. I do feel like there is just a touch of a chocolatey taupe-like undertone to this one. So kind of a little bit flirting with being a neutral, though it is just a touch darker than a classic neutral. This one you'll see very easily this nice red type sparkle overall, as well as other types of sparkle in the shimmer here. Really, really pretty, very nice, super sparkles, and like I said, going in with a glossy top coat, you'll really see it pop overall. So on my macro shots, you can see all of those little sparkles. Next up is Strawberry Debauchery. This is a soft pink jelly base with green sparkle highlights and glitters of deep pink and green. This base color is definitely a soft pink. It reminds me of a strawberry smoothie, actually. And for opacity on this one, I'm going to suggest 2 to 3 coats depending on how you polish. This one is loaded with lots of little sparkles here. In person, I'm seeing a darker pink, gold, and silver here, and it gives a lovely fine twinkle overall in the final look. This one also dries down a little bit on the matte side, so I would suggest going in with a glossy top coat to really seal everything in. Really, really nice soft shade overall with just a fun mix of sparks in here overall. So a bit of a subtle sparkle, but this is what I would consider a classic crelly in my opinion. Just really, really nice. Once again, we've got very strong self-leveling, so I think if you tend to polish a little harsher on the brush, I think you're still going to be fine. I had no problems with this one. It just self-leveled very, very nicely overall. Next is Sanse and Sansability. This is a purple cream polish with yellow and gunmetal gray shimmer. So this one is a lovely, very traditional, almost feeling like a dusky type of purple and bright lights. Very, very nice. Once again, we have a super rich, opaque formula going on here. For opacity, I'm going to suggest going in with 2 coats and you'll be good to go. This one also dries down a little bit on the matte side, so I would suggest going in with a glossy top coat once again. So this one has a bit of a richer formula than the others in my opinion. Definitely mean that in a good way, as it really builds up fast on the nail. So you'll see that really nice, rich, kind of slightly dusky purple in person, and overall you'll see a lovely mix of these silvery looking sparks as well as darker, almost blue flecks going on here as well. Once again, on the full hand shot, you're seeing a glossy top coat applied, and I was easy peasy. This really, really nice. I really have to compliment. This set had lovely self-leveling qualities to it. And next is Linoleum Pattern No. 1978. This is described as a dusky green crelly with glitters of red, yellow, burgundy, and pink. So I definitely got some vintage vibes from this one. I do agree that the base color on this one is a bit of a dusty green, though I do feel like once again we have an earthy undertone going on here. It almost feels like a bit of a neutral taupe here, but definitely on the lighter side. So upon buildup, you'll definitely see that the base color does have a dusky green quality to it, but I do feel like there is a bit of a gray, almost light taupe undertone going on here. So for opacity, I'm going to suggest between 2 and 3 coats on this one. Really depends on how you polish. Personally, I feel like 3 thin coats and you're going to be just fine. Overall, the glitter mix in this one will give you a lovely pond effect in the final look, and you can definitely see that there's lots and lots of colors to be seen here. There are these finer yellow, almost like matte type of glitters inside, and then there's red and a burgundy type of glitter mix here as well. Very, very nice. Once again, I would classify this as a traditional crelly. I usually give my bottles a good shake, and I had no problems picking up what you're seeing here on the video. On the full hand shot, once again, you're seeing a glossy top coat being applied, and I was smooth sailing. And next we have Slitherclaw Ravenpuffs. This is a dark teal jelly with blue shimmer highlights and glitters of blue and yellow. So this one definitely feels like a true jelly to me. For opacity, I would say between 2 and 3 coats. Now, true to a jelly's nature, depending on how you wear it, depends on how dark this one's going to appear. So at 3 coats, you'll definitely see a very strong blackened base. If you do wear it at the 2 coats, you'll see it as a darkened teal. So just kind of more intense depending on how you wear it. So this one is loaded with that blue shimmer and the blue and yellow glitters. So overall, this one, I had no problems picking up any of those pigments on the brush as you're seeing here. This one does have a heavier formula to it, so I would suggest just be mindful of your brush strokes and you'll be good to go. As you're seeing here on that second coat, crazy opacity at this point. I really can't see anyone needing to go to 3 coats unless, once again, you're going in super thin. This one also dries down a bit on the matte side, so I would recommend a glossy top coat to really exploit the glitters in this one. Next is Barbarian Grannies. This is a soft blue-gray cream with glitters of pale green and lavender. This one, the name just cracks me up on it. Definitely got an inside joke where I call my son a barbarian sometimes. Anyways, I digress. So this one, I would agree, is a soft blue-gray cream in person. It does have a bit of that icy feel to it overall. Definitely got a silver undertone to it in my opinion. Now, the glitters in this one are really, really nice. So once again, we have a classic crelly feel to this one. For opacity, I'm going to suggest 2 coats on this and you'll be good to go. This one also dries down a bit on the matte side, so once again, I would recommend a glossy top coat. In person, you'll see a very lovely kind of reflective type of glitter in this in what I'm seeing here as light blues, purples, and a bit of a goldish type color here as well. The gold almost leans like a green. Very, very nice overall. And finally, we have Intergalactic Polka music. This is my favorite of the set and is described as a happy turquoise glitter crelly with glitters of copper, orange, brown, and gold. So this is one of those colors that I think is a little difficult to swatch or rather photograph, as you'll see it either lean a little bit blue or a little bit green in person, which in my opinion marks a true turquoise color. I do feel like the video is being color accurate and just I love, love, love this base color. So in person, you're going to see lots and lots of glitters here. Once again, classic crelly mix. And I think those glitters really complement that base. You'll see smaller flecks in this aqua color and then this copper and gold mix overall for glitter. For opacity, I'm going to suggest going up to 3 coats on this one, though if you have a less prominent free edge or you're rocking the shorties, I would suggest you could probably get away with 2 coats on this one. So as a classic crelly mix, I would say that this very much so has a strong self-leveling ability as well. Even though those glitters are of the larger variety, I had no issues picking them up off the brush and applying onto the nail. I would say that when you're going in with your 2nd or 3rd coat, depending on how you're applying, will definitely depend on if you just need to work a little bit on the placement overall. Otherwise, this is super easy on use, very, very smooth overall, and no problems whatsoever. I did go in normal with my top coat, and I had no texture whatsoever with this one. So I do feel like, once again, the video is being color accurate on what I'm seeing here, at least on my monitor. I would definitely say this is a true turquoise. Very, very pretty. It does have a bit of an aqua feel to it overall. So the Summer 2019 collection will release Friday, June 28th at 7 p.m. Central at Scofflaw's website. I will link you guys below if you'd like to check out her shop, as well as my blog post if you would like to see additional review, as well as swatch photos. As always, if you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching.